Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we have another pick a card reading, yay! And we're going to look at today what blocks you have in your life currently. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you happen upon this video and you're wondering, why do I feel so blocked? We're gonna take a look in there and see what we can do for you. So we'll look at what areas life are blocked, how you're manifesting this block, and how you can release this block. And then we're going to have some general advice. So today, as per the usual, we have 4 piles. We have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Feel free to pause the video if you need some more time. I suggest going with your intuition, whichever one you're more drawn to. That's the first one. Not necessarily like, oh, I like rose quartz, I'm going to choose that one, but whichever one you're drawn to intuitively. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Alright, so welcome back, group 1. So we're going to go ahead and get started. It's going to be a little bit of a different layout, but it should be fun. Oh, almost forgot. I'm going to go ahead and tune in. So let's see what I can pick up. It's going to go a little bit quiet for a couple of seconds, but I'm still here. Hopefully you can't hear those motors outside. All right, so give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm picking up that you're kind of letting fear get in the way of really moving forward with something or someone. So let's take a deeper look with our tarot cards. So this first card is going to be, what area of life is blocked? And we have the 3 of Pentacles. So this tells me that this is, I believe it's more work related. You might have some endeavors that you really like to pursue, or perhaps working with specific people. You're afraid to reach out and collaborate with them, but you know you'd work great together, but you're just getting all up in your head like, they're not going to say yes, they're not even going to see my email, they're not even going to see my DM. And you're really stuck with, you really want to work with other people, I feel like bring them in on a project at work, or even just like making new friends. This might pertain to some of you where you just really want to go out there, meet new people, and have some fun, enjoy life, but you're just kind of afraid to put yourself out there, that little fear of rejection that everybody has. So it's totally understandable, but the area you're blocked in is, I feel like, communicating or pulling in certain people that you wish to work with and or become friends with. So you're a little bit blocked in that sense of maybe calling your soul tribe, you could say. So how are you manifesting this block? And we have Queen of Swords. So you're manifesting this in your mind solely. So the swords is a suit of the mind. Here the Queen of Swords, she's a little bit more reserved, poised, good with her words, but a little distant, a little cold perhaps. So maybe when you're around these people, you just sort of clam up or you just let yourself get in the way of yourself mentally. So this is definitely, as most blocks are, in our head, completely in our head. So how can you release this block? And we have 4 of Wands. So to me, this is just you being free, releasing yourself of this fear of rejection, because they're probably not going to say, no, you suck, dude. They'll probably be polite if they don't wish to work with you on this project, or if they don't wish to go make new friends, but that will lead you to keep building up your confidence. Sorry, this is like a little wonky. In where you just keep trying until the right people that are your people are coming along, and you'll be like this Four of Wands here, all harmonious. Maybe, you guys start a band. Maybe this is you wanting to work with other people and starting some sort of group like a band, but you're afraid that nobody's going to want to connect with you in that way. But I can guarantee you there are plenty of people in the same boat as you who wish to do the same thing and who are looking for people like you, but they're also afraid to put themselves out there. But I think you just gotta do it. So this is an advice card from your spirit team. This could be your angels, your higher self, your spirit guides. So this is their advice to you in helping to release this block. And we have winter, take care of your needs. So to me, looking at this card, I'm sorry, this is bothering me. It's hard to configure from upside down. So we have winter, take care of your needs. So maybe you're just so up in your head about this that you're forgetting to take care of yourself. And when you take care of yourself and show yourself that love and that self-love, that's when we develop that relationship with ourselves and we get to know ourselves and truly love ourselves and accept ourselves, we know that it's silly that we even care about what other people are thinking, and we know that we deserve these connections. We deserve to have friends and people around us to work with us, to help us, and they're out there. You just have to let it go. Go out to the universe and actually, put energy into it and seek these people out. Make the first move. Be that person, because it's not always going to be handed to you. Sometimes, you got to put yourself out there, but you got to know that you deserve it. And they just want you to know, take care of yourself. Don't overwork your mind about this. Everything's going to work out. We've all been here. And they just want you to, self-love. Give yourself a little self-love. Stop, bringing yourself down of nobody wants to be my friend. Nobody wants to work with me, because that's not true. Okay, so we've got another little pile of advice cards. So here we have changes are coming. So I think this is a little, pick me up for you, confirming that changes are coming in this particular block in your life. So this little fear blockage, I guess you can take this reading as a little wake-up call. Maybe you're like, you know what? What have I got to lose, really? So nothing. You can only gain from this experience by putting yourself out there and reaching out to people that you want to work with, that you want to be friends with, that you want to create bands with. So the change starts with you internally. It's your mindset. So this is how you can, free yourself of this block. It's you making the decision to change how you're thinking about it. And so we have coherence. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for an optimal ability to create the reality that we deserve or desire. So this again goes with the same idea that I was just saying. You have to put your mind in balance with your heart, with what you want, knowing this is what I want and this is what I'm going to go after, and ain't nobody gonna stop me. And then we have a little advice from the animal spirits around you. And you got peacock, vibrancy. You're born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. So know that you have tons of potential. You are meant to put yourself out there in whatever way this is. And you're even just on when you're on that vibration of, yeah, life is good, I'm going after what I want, this is what I want to do, you're just going to start attracting the right people anyway. So even if this person that you want to, or people that you want to reach out to, end up not being the right person, that's totally fine. That's just the universe saying, the right people are worth waiting for and they're coming. Just keep working at it. So your blocks, take this information, give yourself a little self-love, spend some time with yourself, maybe in meditation, in nature, doing your music, whatever way makes you feel calm and grounded and centered. Do some of that. Spend some time inside and really think about it. Think about this fear. Why is it that you're fearing to put yourself out there? And then keep going from there. I'm afraid because of rejection. Okay, why am I afraid of rejection? And what's going to happen to me if I get rejected? Am I going to all of a sudden poof and die? Probably not. So, just spend some time, really do some inner work to release this fear blockage, this mental fear of rejection and not being wanted, because you are. And it's just, it's all in our heads. All right, so that's it for group number 1. Thank you so much for stopping by and much love. Goodbye. All right. Hello, group 2. Welcome back. We're going to delve a little deeper into what blocks you are manifesting into your life and give you some advice on to how you can help to release these blocks so you can start moving on to that next level, that next step in your life. So I'm going to take a few not minutes, a few seconds to tap in. So it's going to go a little quiet for a couple of seconds. Okay, so I'm feeling like group 2, you may feel like you are blocking or blocked a little bit in the romance department, perhaps. Feeling that lack of love. Maybe it's been a while and you're like looking and watching all the pick a cards about all the loves and when you're gonna get married and who's your soulmate and who's your twin flame, and you're just super concentrated on this one little aspect of your life, and you're kind of letting everything else fade away by concentrating on this soul aspect. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what the cards say. So this card will tell you what area of life you are being blocked in. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. So you're feeling unfulfilled with life. You're not really feeling like you have very much abundance. And this could be, you could feel like you don't have like that love that you really want in your life. You're feeling just kind of empty inside and like you're missing something, and that somebody out there is going to fill this hole in your heart and you will once again feel complete again. So this right here is a whole concept in itself of I'm just going to tell you right now, self-love, love yourself first, Very, very important. But we're going to go ahead and see how are you manifesting this block, and what do we got? Freaky deaky. We got the Lovers. So, like I was saying in the beginning, picking this up, you're manifesting this in your love life. If you're in a relationship, perhaps things are a little bit rocky right now. You're maybe not on speaking terms, or you're like arguing about little things that don't even matter. And you're just kind of having a bit of a rough patch in your love life. If you're in a relationship, if you're single, you're feeling like you're going through this dry spell that's never going to end. No one's ever going to come and be your knight in shining armor and rescue you and dry your tears with their silk scarf. And you're just feeling very blocked in the heart and in your love life. And we have, how can you release this block? Two of Cups. I'm taking this Two of Cups as not focusing so much on this love or lack of love as you see it, but focusing on filling your own cup with yourself first. This is very important. As I was saying, once you tap into that self-love, you'll realize that you don't need anybody else to make you happy or fill that cup. You can do it, and only you're responsible for that, and nobody else can do it. And once you have that cup filled with self-love, you have all this love to give to your partner. And once you love yourself, you'll start putting that vibration out, and you will attract the right person that's in that vibration themselves, that loves themselves and is ready to share their cup with somebody else, to where you both have enough to, almost like the Temperance card, fill each other's cups back up and up and up, but not because you need them to make you happy, but because you want them. You want them in your life because you guys really bring out the best in each other. I hope that makes sense. So this card is a guiding message from your spirit team. So this could be your ancestors, your guardians, your guides, your higher self, your spirit team, about how you can remove this block. And you received a snake, shed old skin. So to me, this is, they want you to get out of that mindset that you need somebody else to make you happy, because you don't. And true happiness is found within. Not to sound, I know this is sounding like really preachy and like okay, we've all heard this before, and it's so simple, but it is so true. If you take the time, really spend time with yourself, look yourself in the mirror in the eyes and tell yourself every day, I love you. Don't be afraid to give yourself hugs and give yourself kisses, pamper yourself, treat yourself, feed your body with good food and exercise and healthy things for your mind, body, and soul. Really treat yourself like the queen or queen that you are, because you're manifesting this block in your love life because you have that sort of lack mentality about it, that this dry spell will never end. Nobody will ever love me. I'm not good enough for my last boyfriend or girlfriend, so why am I going to be good enough for this next person? But you need to shed those old beliefs about yourself, because they're simply not true. You're full of life and love and abundance and happiness and your own quirks and creativity and laughter. You're filled with all the beautiful things of life, because we're all made from the same stuff. We all come from the same stuff, and we all have it. You just gotta tap into it and release those old ideas that you're not worthy or you're not good enough. And here we have compassion. The frequency of compassion supports our ability to stand by others without judgment and be the divine mediator between heaven and earth, spirit and matter, so that unconditional love can flow from source through our heart and into the world. This, you need to show compassion to yourself to help release this block that you've manifested because of this lack mentality that you don't deserve this love in your life. You need to show yourself compassion. And here we have some more advice cards. We have 25, sexual energy. Maybe you're sexually frustrated and you need to get it out. Well, that comes from your sacral chakra, and you know what else comes from there? Creativity. So get your juices a-flowing. That way, do things that really inspire you and make you like light up like a flame, things you really like to do. And this will help put you in alignment, and this will help you, find yourself again. Maybe in all of this, maybe this past relationship, you sort of lost yourself and you let all those things that you used to love go because you concentrated too hard on this other person and taking from them what you thought was filling a hole, but it wasn't, because you needed to look and find this within. And lastly, we have a little bit of advice from your animal spirit realm. And we have Wolf, Pathfinder. Release your past and start a new journey. Excuse me. You are a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. So you have a never-ending love, and know that this whole thing you're going through of feeling like kind of lonely, maybe a little bit worthless, being really hard on yourself, you're at this point for a reason, and that is to shed this and climb out of it. Take your time, take some time with yourself and healing. But you're going to really grow from this, and you're going to be able to help other people that are in this situation. Because I can guarantee you a lot of the population is in this same boat as you right now. But you are meant to grow from this and help others with this, to release this block. Maybe you become some sort of like, I don't know what they're called, but people who work with like their womb or like their sexual energy and really empower themselves, empower women and men, and to really like embrace themselves. Maybe this is part of your calling. So I hope that resonates with you, group 2. Thank you so much for stopping by, and much love. Goodbye. All right, hello group 3, welcome back. So we're going to take a look into what blocks you have manifested into your life and get some advice on how you can help yourself release and heal from these blocks. So I'm going to take a few moments to tune in, and give me a couple seconds. Okay, I'm hearing lost and lonely and creativity. So perhaps this is my creative group. Maybe you have some art blocks, some writer's blocks. Your inspiration is running a little bit dry, and you're spending all this time trying to force an idea to come to the surface, and it's really making you feel like kind of lost and like you've lost your thunder, maybe a little bit lonely because you've sort of shut yourself away from other people in trying to reignite some ideas. So we're going to take a look a little bit further into your cards and see what kind of information we can get. So this first card is going to be, what area of life is being blocked for you? And we have Two of Pentacles. So here she is. She is, just sitting there looking at these flowers and literally waiting and watching for them to grow. And this just reminds me of somebody sitting at their table and staring at like a blank piece of paper and just waiting for an idea to come. But like her blank stare, you're just like, nothing is coming to me. And then you just get frustrated and you start typing, and then you're like, no, this sucks. So let's take a little bit further. So, how are you manifesting this block? And we have the King of Wands. And the Wands is all about that fire energy, that creating energy. And this is the king. So he's like at the top of that, he's very, out there and secure in himself. And he's like fiery and he's got all these creative battle ideas. But you're blocked in this, you're blocking your King of Wands here. So this is further, I'm just keep feeling like this is more of like a creative block. Maybe you even make YouTube videos and you're just like, I don't know what to do next. Like you're just kind of at a stalemate. Your things in life are colored in gray. I'm going to use colorful language with you guys because you get it. You're my creative group. And I get it too. I am an artiste. So I've been there when you're just like, I can't think of anything. And here we have, how can you release this block? And we have Three of Wands. And this is a picture of a little family, a mother, a father, and a baby. And I was feeling that, you kind of just got to step away. Spend some time with your family. Spend some time with your friends. Go ahead and go out and spend time doing things that you love that aren't really like related to coming up with ideas. Just give yourself time to be free and unattached to having to come up with ideas, because this in itself is blocking you because you're thinking too hard on it. It's like when you're, I'm going to use this reference, might, click with some of you. I've heard that, when people, intuitive people, try to use their gifts, like they're trying, nothing will come through. But it's when they just let whatever flow, go with the flow, that things just start coming in and coming in. So it's that same sort of situation with your creativity. You got to step away from it. Go outside because I guarantee you, you will start getting inspiration once you kind of stop thinking so much about it and you just let yourself live life and enjoy the moment. And right there, maybe you'll get an idea just from being outside. Oh, the sunset is so beautiful. Oh, the sun, space, stars, whatever. There's your whole new book. I don't know. So that type of deal. I hope that makes sense. And here we have 21, Divine Feminine. The frequency of Divine Feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all creations. So perhaps, because the divine feminine nature, earth, it's all about creating, that creative energy. And maybe you're a little bit out of touch with that. So maybe you just, get back to things that are creative. And what's more creative than the earth itself? The grass is being created, leaves are being created, babies are being created every single day. That's a form of creation. So you just need to go out, experience the divine feminine in her whole. I recommend going on a brisk walk, go to the park, go to the beach, go to a concert that's outside. Just do something that's really enjoyable to you. And here we have advice from your spirit team. This could be your ancestors, your angels, your higher self, your spirit guides, even your galactic family. This is their advice on how you can help to remove these blocks. And we have great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. So this could probably only pertain to some of you, but I just I heard like eyes wide open. Like, I'm going to say this again, being out in earth, like out in nature, is kind of like a spiritual experience for some. And she is a great teacher, like I was saying, like going out and experiencing all of this life and how it's interconnected, and it's interconnected with you and even your creativity and your chakra points and grounding, I feel like this is starting to not make sense, but hopefully it does make sense to some of you. But they just want you to keep your eyes open and don't focus so much on this one aspect, because you're missing out on everything else that's around you. You're kind of missing out on life and experience it because you're so concentrated on coming up with this one idea. So just let the world around you teach you. Oh, and this is the group that had 2 of these. We have 10, authority. The frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, direct, and realized, yet receptive, wise, and loving. So you gotta just, take the reins on this one by saying, giving yourself, you have the authority to give yourself this break, okay? And it is a well deserved and needed break. Maybe you need to go on a vacation, okay? Experience. I think they really want you to go out and experience, give yourself some time to be present. And this is going to help you clear those blocks. Okay, so here we have another advice card. We have 10, burden. You've placed this burden upon yourself to come up with these ideas. And this might even be like in the workplace, other people are depending on you to come up with this new idea, and you just feel all this stress and this burden, and this is contributing to your block in creativity because you're just so stressed out. You need to go out and release this stress. Go like jump around on a trampoline or shake your body out. Go do some dancing, some qigong, some tai chi. Just get your body moving. Get that energy flowing again, because it's stuck in your lower centers and you cannot get it out no matter how much you're trying to force it out. You need to get your body moving. Get that stagnant energy to change and keep and flowing, you know? Okay, so here we have an advice card from your spirit animal realms, and we have Lynx, keeper of secrets. Take time out from the world and be the observer. What I was saying. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see others' secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude, you will find your strength. So you really just need to spend time with yourself outside to help clear this block. You need to step away from it. You need to get your mind on something else, and what better thing than to put your mind on the present. All right, so group 3, I hope that resonated with you. Thank you so much for stopping by, and much love. Goodbye. All right, welcome back, group 4. We're gonna hop right into it, and we're gonna take a look at what your blocks are in your life currently, how they're manifesting in your life, and how I can help you to release and heal these blocks. So I'm going to take a few moments to tune in, and then we're going to get into your cards. All right? Okay, so this is one I'm all too familiar with. I heard wisdom and learning, and you just want to learn, 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 and you might be a little bit, excuse me, overwhelmed because you spread yourself a little bit thin, and there's so much on your plate now that you've kind of just stopped doing it all. And you were doing so good, and now you just feel like you're in rut, this rut where you're not really learning anything that you wanted to. You're not involving yourself in the things you wanted to. Like the other month, you had this long list. I'm going to go to this class. I'm going to check this book out. I'm going to learn about this. And you're just like at a loss of inspiration right now, maybe to just even learn new things. So your block might have to do with learning, maybe even school. People are in school right now. Maybe you just feel really blocked on like an essay that you have to do. So we're going to go ahead and take a deeper look into the situation of yours and try to find some advice and help. So here we have what area of life is being blocked. We have the 10 of Cups. So area of life that's being blocked, maybe you feel a little bit unemotionally or emotionally unfulfilled is the correct English term. So you're just feeling really unfulfilled with life right now, a little bit uninspired. Um, like I said, like you're in this rut of, I don't want to say nothing, but I want to say nothing. Like you feel like you're not accomplishing anything. You feel like life is sort of passing you by, and there are all these things that you want to do, but you just maybe can't, push yourself to do it. So this next card is how you're manifesting this block into your life, and we have the 8 of Cups. So you're focusing on the past, maybe some past situation that you weren't really able to move forward from, and it's just sort of eating at your mind currently and blocking yourself. It's this situation, this specific situation, whatever you thought of when I said that, that is it. You're honed in on that to where you aren't focusing on what you want to do, but you're focusing on what you should have done back then when that time has passed, that ship has sailed, you've moved on, but then it's circled right back into your head. It's like a constant tapping on your head, like, hello, what about this thing? Remember, you could have done this different? And it's just like, you know, that nagging in the back of your head, like why did I do that? And maybe that's only for some of you, but this past situation that you're focusing on in the present that doesn't even have really anything to do with your life in the current moment, it's blocking you because you're solely focused on this and what could have been, what you should have done. And so you're in turn feeling emotionally, I don't know why I keep wanting to say unemotionally, I don't think that's a word. You're not feeling emotionally fulfilled because you're concentrated on how you were feeling back then in the situation that you left and you thought you left in the past, but that's coming up, like a zombie climbing its way out of out of its grave. Halloween is coming up, you guys. Okay, so how can you release this block? And we have 5 of Wands. So I think you just kind of gotta, I'm gonna say it, work with your demons. You gotta go inwards, maybe do some shadow work, or just, maybe go to do some Reiki or do some energy healing, or, you know, journaling is really good. or even just getting out these emotions creatively in any way. um, you just gotta sort of work it out of your system. Go to therapy, talk it out with somebody. Like, and if you don't want to go to therapy, talk it out with your journal. Work it out. You just got to really work it, like, hash it out with yourself. It's almost like sitting yourself down and having a talk with yourself and saying, okay, so this is the situation that happened. This is how it made me feel. And this is what I took away from it. Now, how can I move past this situation? Because this is not helping me in any way, shape, or form in the present to focus on the past, because I'm only bringing that energy back by focusing on it. So once you sort of hash that out with yourself, really take a look at this situation, and maybe there's a reason it's coming up in your life, and you really just got to work your way through it, because maybe you're not all the way healed from this. Maybe you didn't really put it behind you, because it's coming up again, and it's coming up for a reason, and you really just got to work through it in order to release it. Because if you just keep suppressing and pushing it down and pushing it down, I'll deal with it later, I'll deal with it later, it's just going to pop back up again and sort of cause this ruckus in your life and this disruption, and it's not going to let you concentrate on the things that you want to be concentrating. But once you work through this block and really get to the root of this issue and why it's coming up, you'll be able to truly move on, and then continue learning new things and doing all these things that you want to be doing instead of focusing on this. So let's go ahead and see here. We have 42, Tantric Journey. The frequency of Tantric Journey helps us to unlock the hidden knowledge and wisdom that we intrinsically hold about how to reach a state of wholeness and completion through our sensual experiences with ourselves and with another. So this is almost exactly what I was saying. So you really just have to work through this situation, look at it from all angles, without judgment. You know, if this person hurt you and made you angry and made you feel this way, why? Why did it make you feel this way? But, don't get angry at the person for doing it, because they're not doing it right now. They did it in the past. So you just really got to kind of separate yourself when you're looking at it from the situation. I mean, from when you're looking. Sorry. Okay, so this next card is some advice from your spirit team. This could be your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, galactic family, your higher self, all of those good aspects of ourselves, onto how you can help release this block. And we have Spirit Fox. Trust your talents in changing times. So you really got to trust yourself with this one. Really get in tune with your intuition, because you already know the root of the problem and why it is, but people just, either are afraid or they forget that they can look at this situation and go deeper and to find that lesson and remove that block. So you really just have to trust in yourself, trust in this situation, trust that it will get better, trust that this block will be removed, and you can even call upon your spirit team to help you with it, and they'll gladly help you. They just need you to ask. So here we have some advice cards, and we have 7, Reunion of Souls. So perhaps this was a past relationship, and you're bringing it up again because you feel maybe a longing for this person. You miss them, you miss their company, but but know that you will be reunited with your soul tribe, your soul group in the right time. Don't force it, and don't, reach out to people that you know aren't good for you just because you're feeling that longing and that loneliness. Trust yourself, trust your instincts, trust your intuition, because you'll know what way is best for you to get over this hump, this block, if you will. Okay, so lastly, we have a advice card from the animal spirit realm. And we have Swan. Excuse me. Grace. You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. So, really just find that inspiration in life wherever you can. Even while working through this block, don't totally ignore yourself. Still give yourself that love and things that make you happy. You're going to get through this, and this is one of the most graceful ways that you can do it is by really looking at it internally and really working and hashing it out. That's really the best way I can put it. You really got to work with this block mentally, physically, in your soul. You really got to dive deep. All right. I hope that made sense, Group 4, and I wish you the best of luck. Don't forget to call in help from your spirit team. They will gladly help. Thank you so much for stopping by, and much love. Goodbye.